Segu Agwegu. Segu Agwegu. Hello. Oh. Well, now the mic is working. Segu Agwegu Digana Dasa Niangets. Welcome to the 2017 Algonquin College Convocation ceremonies. My traditional name is Stigana Dasa, but my English name is Ron McClester, and I'm the Executive Director and Special Advisor to the President on Indigenous Initiatives. It is my honor to welcome all of you. As guests, Algonquin College proudly acknowledges that we're on the traditional territory and unceded surrendered territory of the Anishinaabe Algonquin people. In recognition of this, our graduate procession will be accompanied by members of the Ottawa River Singers. Using traditional languages of the Anishinaabe people and the powerful drumbeat will represent the heartbeat of Mother Earth. Ladies and gentlemen, may I please ask you to stand for the procession of the graduands. Yamungo, yoyamadi.
Good evening. Please be seated. Before we begin, I would like to say thank you and miigwech to the Ottawa River Singers for leading us in and for their performance in celebration of our students. It was a very meaningful and a fitting way to begin our ceremony. Once again, thank you. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Convocation 2017. My name is Claude Brûlé, and I am the Senior Vice President Academic at Algonquin College. It is my distinct honor to serve as your Master of Ceremony this evening to help us guide us through this evening's ceremonies. It is also my honor to extend a sincere welcome to our graduates, their families, and friends. Convocation is a very important event, a time to celebrate our graduates' achievements. You, graduates, came to the college with a dream. You have successfully completed your studies, and tonight you will receive your diploma or certificate recognizing that accomplishment. You are now ready to meet the challenges that lay ahead. We wish you well and are delighted to be here this evening to salute you. We also welcome all of our friends and families who are watching via our live web streaming. We're so thrilled that you're able to join us this evening for this wonderful ceremony. At this point, I would like to ask all who are able to please stand and join our vocalist, Nathaniel Pinnock, in the singing of our national anthem.
O Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love, in all thy sons command, with glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north, strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Thank you, Nathaniel. Please be seated. I will now introduce the members of the stage party, beginning on my far right, in the back row. I would ask that they remain standing until all have been introduced, and that the audience please withhold your applause until all have been introduced. Sam Decker, Vice President, Students Association. Grant Perry, Associate Director, Finance. Margaret Cousson, Dean, Academic Development. Shelley Stiles, Director, Student Support Services. Scott Anderson, Executive Director of Communication, Marketing, and External Relations. Kathy Frederick, Vice President, Human Resources. Tracy McDougall, Director, Office of the President. Laura Stanbra, Vice President, Student Services. Barbara Hill, Algonquin Elder. Ron McLester, Executive Director, Special Advisor, the President in Indigenous Initiatives. Victoria Ventura, President, Student Association. Cheryl Jensen, President. Chris Hahn, Dean, Perth Campus. Dave Trick, Honorary diploma recipient. Shelley Fournier, Member, Board of Governor. Jay McLaren, Member, Board of Governor. Krista Pearson, Registrar. Thank you. And now may I please ask the faculty and staff to stand. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like you to join me in recognizing the faculty and staff of Algonquin College and the contributions they make to the success of our graduates. Thank you. Please be seated. At this time, we'd like to call upon Cheryl Jensen, President of Algonquin College, to give the President's address. President Jensen.
Thanks very much, Claude. Well, good evening, graduates of 2017. It's just such an honor to be standing here before you today and to congratulate you for successfully completing your chosen program. On behalf of the Board of Governors of Algonquin College, I want to welcome all of you, our graduates, your families, and friends. Now, some of you may have friends and families who cannot be with us today. Those of you who are here from other countries, but we know that they are thinking about you with love and with pride. You know, we have students at Algonquin College from over 100 countries, international students who enrich our culture and teach us so much at Algonquin and in the Ottawa Valley. And as Claude said, we're live streaming today, so I want to welcome everyone who's watching this event online. I also want to thank each and every one of you for choosing Algonquin College. We know that you had many choices, and we are very grateful that you chose us. Now, I may be a little biased, and I know our employees feel that same bias, but I will say with confidence that you chose well. Algonquin's reputation for quality and innovation is well recognized, and you should display your certificate or diploma with a great deal of pride. And speaking of this pride, I know that many of you here are joined by people tonight who support you and who have likely helped you in some way as you've taken this journey. Helped you with encouraging words, late-night phone calls to ease the occasional jitters, and most likely, urgent calls for money. So let's thank them and tell them that we love them. If you're a family member or a friend of a graduate, could you please stand as you are able so that our graduates and the entire Algonquin community can show their gratitude? Please stand. Yep, that's you. Thank you. I also want to personally thank our employees, our faculty members, our staff, and administration at Algonquin. No one works harder than this fine group to support our students, and it shows. You consistently give them very high marks in student satisfaction for a college of our size. Now, I know some of you came here directly from secondary school, some after completing part or all of a university degree, or as preparation for a delayed or a second career, perhaps in carpentry and renovation, masonry, or office administration, to name just a few who are graduating today. I'm sure you're feeling a little bit excited and maybe just a little bit nervous. Well, I'll tell you, don't be. You'll be just fine. And you know, you're graduating at a very special time in Canada. This is our sesquicentennial. We are 150 years old. It's also a very special time in Algonquin's history, in the history of the entire college system in Ontario. We are 50 years old in 2017, which for some of you here today may seem like a really long time. For me, and I dare say for a few of my colleagues in the room, it doesn't seem very long at all. So a little history lesson for you. You thought the school year was over, didn't you? The college system was founded by former Premier William Davis in 1967. I have had the honor of serving in the Ontario college system as a professor, a chair, a dean, a vice president, and now a president since 1983. So not that far before our 20th birthday. And I've seen so many changes in that time. Believe it or not, when I was a professor in the early 80s, smoking in classrooms was not allowed, but not for long before I started. But you could smoke everywhere else, hallways, cafeterias, offices, wherever you liked. There were no computers in classrooms, let alone cell phones. Not even whiteboards. Most of our students came directly from secondary school. Now, more than half of our students who walk through our doors and take courses and programs online have worked or taken a university course or an entire program before joining us. Students from other countries were a rarity, and now they enrich our culture in so many ways. And we didn't even pay attention to potential students with whom we share this great country and who were here long before any of us, and from whom we could have been learning so much, our Indigenous learners. Now, at Algonquin, we have the fastest growing population of Indigenous learners in the province. I'm very proud of this and consider it a great responsibility to do our part in fulfilling the call to action in the Truth and Reconciliation Report of 2015. So what's in store for our next 50 years? I believe that our future is firmly rooted in our past and with a confident vision of what's in store. Speaking of a vision, have you seen the college's teaser campaign for Convocation 2017? It has the slogan, 50 years in the making. It looks like some kind of a symbol. If you follow me on Twitter, I've tweeted about this quite a bit in the last week. My guess is that we're going to see something that suggests inspiration, innovation, and transformation. Why? Because while you have been at Algonquin, we have been inspired by you, your dedication, your perseverance, and your commitment to the community. It is your determination that brought you here today, and it will serve you well in the years to come. I think in this symbol we may see references to a blend of the Indigenous and Canadian cultures. We are so fortunate in Canada, this great country, and even more so now than perhaps a year ago when I said these same words. This great country where we have the freedom to speak openly, to study, and to work. And I hope to see in this symbol images that suggest healing, curing, ceremonies, building, and creating. Because your programs at Algonquin have given you the skills you need to build, to create, and to innovate, and to help in the care of those who need it most through our allied health programs, our social services programs, and through all of the volunteer work that you do. In Algonquin's 50-year history, we have graduated more than 170,000 graduates who are now part of our alumni family and part of communities here and all around the world. Like alumnus Philippe Smith, who built his own business, one of the top stone carving companies in Ottawa, and has worked on high-profile projects across the country, including the restoration of the Parliament Building's West Block. His focus is on using traditional tools in restoration projects. While Philippe and his team use modern approaches in the initial stages of a project, all the finishing details are done using chisels, axes, and other traditional tools. He credits Algonquin College for providing the foundation for his success, saying the college opens your eyes to all of the possibilities and gives you the groundwork to really find your passion. And then there's alumnus Jessica Curie, who graduated from Police Foundations in 2015. Jessica then went on to Carleton University to complete her criminology degree, and she is now studying law. Jessica can be found in her spare time working for the Ottawa Police Service as an auxiliary officer with the intent to secure a permanent position. Something tells me she will do just that. And then there's alumnus Leisha Courier, a personal support worker graduate from 2014. Leisha went on to work as a personal support worker in Lanark County and is now a registered practical nurse supervisor with the Lanark, Leeds, and Grenville Alzheimer's Society. And I could go on. You know, your work here at Algonquin has given you the skills to succeed in this rapidly changing world, a world that is changing from traditional work to a world where you can create your own business, your own work, and your own career path. And we at Algonquin are always here to help through continuing education classes, here or online as you are off and away. In fact, we will be following you closely, more closely than we have followed our alumni in the past, to celebrate your successes, offer assistance for your setbacks, and helping to build your resilience to lifelong success. You are now a proud member of the Algonquin College Alumni and Friends Network, and I encourage you to stay connected with your vibrant alumni community that stretches around the world. So graduates, before I close, allow me one more message, one that is so important to me. I believe we have an obligation to give to our community, as I know you have been doing while you've been studying here at Algonquin. I urge you to care passionately about the things that are important in this world. Share your talents and your gifts with others. Make a difference in your own way to create a better world for our children and for our grandchildren. And when it comes for you to give back to your community, whether it be with your time, talent, or treasure, please don't forget your Algonquin family. You play such an important role in the future of our college and ensuring that others can reap the benefits, as you have, of a quality and life-changing education. So let me share a favorite quote of mine by author Margaret Mead, who I think says it best. Never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed citizens can change the world. Indeed, it's the only thing that ever has. So graduates, I wish you much success, good health, and above all, happiness. This will always be your college. And I hope that when you come back to visit or just think back on your time here, it feels just a little bit like home. We won't forget you. Don't forget us. And as a long-standing board member representing our Pembroke campus said at their convocation, be Algonquin proud and make Algonquin proud. Miigwech, merci beaucoup. Thank you very much.
Thank you, President Jensen. We will now proceed with the conferral of an honorary diploma. The college awards honorary diplomas on occasion to acknowledge exemplary achievement in education, industry, community service, or other areas of leadership in our society. This honor is bestowed upon men and women who have made a difference in the lives of our students, our college, and our country. Individuals who share the college's values of caring, integrity, learning, and respect, and who serve as shining examples of what is possible when one is committed to the betterment of our community and our world. Following the awarding of the honorary diploma, Our honorary will deliver the Convocation's address. I now call upon Chris Hahn, Dean of the Perth campus, to please step forward and introduce our honorary diploma recipient. Chris?
Thank you, Claude. David Trick, will you please rise? Madam President, members of the Board of Governors, faculty, graduates, ladies and gentlemen. I'm honored to present an individual who represents the passion and heart of Algonquin College and Perth, David Trick. Now listen carefully. You could say David's life has been a soap opera and that the Perth community gave him a clean start. It all began with David's decision to buy Perth's Jurgens soap factory in 1993. Hired as a plant manager, he quickly became his own boss. He and his partner, Grant Lawson, bought 2 other locations, including Procter & Gamble's Ohio soap plant in 2003, and established Trillium Healthcare Products Incorporated and the Perth Soap Company. At one point, their team produced 250,000 bars of soap a day for North America. But in David's words, the people of Perth gave us our start and committed to making the company successful. No longer in the soap business, today David is largely focused on repaying the community, and notably, the Dave and Ann Trick Family Foundation gave $1 million to the Perth and Smith Falls District Hospital. A 1970 Algonquin biochemical technology grad, David and Algonquin were reunited by their shared commitment to Perth. In 2012, through the David and Ann Trick Foundation, David donated $100,000 in support of the college's new Perth campus. And at the time, it represented the largest gift that had ever been given to the college. David envisions Perth's children and grandchildren as future students. He believes this campus's programs, from masonry to carpentry to our business cluster and community and health, are an investment in this historic community, and that Algonquin graduates will help maintain Perth's treasured heritage. In his own words, you have to have your family involved in your success. They need to be your biggest supporter and contributors. David shares today's honor with his family and his extended family, the people of Perth. Madam President, members of the Board of Governors, graduates, ladies and gentlemen, in recognition of his achievements as an entrepreneur and philanthropist and his ongoing dedication to this community and to the college, I'm very pleased to present to you our 2017 Honorary Diploma recipient, David Trick. So David Trick, by the authority of the Board of Governors, on behalf of President Jensen, Algonquin College is pleased to confer upon you one of its highest honors, that of honorary diploma. So I now call upon David to deliver the convocation address.
Thank you. Thank you. Tall guy. President Jensen, members of the Board of Governors, faculty members, honored guests, graduating class of 2017, ladies and gentlemen. I am both honored and humbled to accept this prestigious award and truly thank Algonquin College and the community that Algonquin College serves for this honorary diploma. Thank you. Thank you. As I look out at our graduates, I know what you're thinking and what you're asking yourselves. First question, who is this guy talking? Why does he have to talk? How long is he going to talk? Why do I know all these questions? If memories, I was where you are today 47 years ago. And if my memory serves me correctly, I was trying to recover from the night before party. I am now retired, so I do have lots of spare time, but don't worry, I'll be as expeditious as possible. They gave me 33 minutes to talk. There are a few words I would like to share with you based on my career experience, although they are not in any particular order. The first one is opportunity. One of the keys to business success is the ability to recognize opportunity when it is presented to you. If you are able to recognize the opportunity, you must thoroughly digest what this opportunity would mean to you both financially as well as mentally. Then, having done the investigation, you need to act on the opportunity quickly and diligently. The old saying, opportunity knocks but once, is in my opinion a fallacy. I strongly believe that opportunity brings opportunity, and success can be built on opportunity. Do not be afraid of taking a chance. For myself and my business partners, taking a chance was instrumental in our business success. Another area, humility and respect. Respect in the business world is not a given. It is a trait that must be earned. How do you earn respect? For myself, I always tried to not ask someone to perform a task that I was not myself willing to do. True enough, I could not do the task as well as those who were trained for the job, but the fact that I was willing to try gained the respect of the people who worked for us. They also got a real laugh when I fumbled the task. Humility is an interesting subject, since for some of us, this is a very difficult trait to achieve. Do not be afraid to surround yourself with people who are smarter and more experienced than you are. Genuine interest through asking those people questions and listening closely to their answers not only shows that you're humble enough to ask, but you will also increase your knowledge and ultimately will gain your respect as well by acknowledging that they are also respected. Treat others as you would like to be treated, and this will endear you to many people for life. Family and extended family. I cannot put into words that would adequately express how important your family, extended family, and close friends are to achieving goals. They provide encouragement, a resource to bounce your ideas and decisions to get a different perspective on the idea or decision, and in some cases a shoulder to cry on, or a devil's advocate. In some, but not all cases, they could also provide some financial guidance or assistance. I cannot even attempt to successfully verbalize how much support and guidance I received from my wife and family to encourage me to take the chances for success. I would advise all of you to make sure that communication with your family and friends be maintained and nourished. As I have often told by our children, they are the people who decide what nursing home they put us in. In summary, short speech, in summary, do not shy away from opportunity. Be humble and gain respect from your peers and coworkers, and most of all, nourish your family. This is good. Hold on to your dreams and dream big. Thank you, congratulations, and good luck with your future.
Thank you, Mr. Trick. I know that your words of wisdom resonate with our graduates, and we're very proud to count you as one of our own, part of our Alumni and Friends Network. At this time, it's my pleasure to introduce our Valedictorian. Julie Hildebrand is a graduate of the Carpentry and Joinery Heritage Program. Julie not only excelled academically, but has also been a wonderful ambassador of the Perth campus and Heritage Carpentry program. Her faculty noted her outstanding commitment to helping fellow students, her natural leadership skills, her effort to enhance college life, and the ability of her Friday baked goods to improve attendance. Chris, I think we've resolved our retention problem. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Julie Hildebrand.
Good evening, everyone. I am delighted to be here representing the graduating class of 2017. A warm welcome to the families of the graduates, and a big thank you for all the support you've given us while we toiled away here at Algonquin College. As well as our families, some other people have been working hard to help us along the way. The small but mighty library has been an amazing resource for all of us. Kendra Swallow and Anne McPhail made the perfect pair of librarians. Their uncanny ability to know exactly what you were looking for was always a huge help. Anne's resignation is a major loss for our campus, and we wish her all the best as she moves on to the next chapter of life. No pun intended. Kendra can clearly steer the ship, and although no one can replace Anne, we wish her the best in finding her next partner in crime. We fondly remember nights of dirty bingo, open mics, and free barbecues. A big thank you to Lee McKay for doing such a wonderful job organizing events and supporting students however she could. No one makes better French fries than Derek Bose. Within the first few weeks of college, he seemed to know most new students by name. That man has more charisma than his poutine has gravy. He truly is one of a kind. And on that D-Dog note, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank anyone who couldn't finish their lunch and was kind enough to slide it in my direction. Dan Williams, I'm talking to you. The folks in the front office were always able to answer my questions. Their level of organization is a thing of beauty. Samantha Atkinson was a great resource when it came to figuring out OSAP and applying for bursaries. Her spirit brought a certain lightness to the monotony of finances. The custodial team has incredible attention to detail. My mom was a custodian at a school, and I know what hard work it is. It's easy to take for granted what keeps our campus clean, safe, and functioning. Thanks to Deb, Jenny, and Peter for taking care of what others ignored. The day I came to check out this campus, our shop tech, Annie Legdon, gave me a tour. Ever since, I've been in total awe of her ability to service tools and her quirky sense of humor. What a privilege it has been to work in a shop where someone else maintains all of the machines. A big thank you to her and Robbie for keeping everything tip-top. Our time here was most influenced by the people who led our education. I can only speak from my experience, but I'm sure that those of you in other programs were also inspired by your instructors. I'd like to thank all of the instructors whose passion for heritage carpentry has made this a transformative experience. Thank you for pushing me to do my best work. Thank you for believing in all of us and fighting for us when we needed it. From the bottom of my heart, a huge thank you to my classmates, my fellow shop rats, who kept my spirits high through the emotional roller coaster that is woodworking. I had such a good time building outhouses, raising timber frames, hewing logs, all that good stuff. Thanks for letting me boss you around out there on the pad. It's been an honor and a privilege to work with all of you. I think students from every program feel that love for the people they've gone through this college thing with. In the words of Vitamin C, as we go on, we remember all the times we've had together. The folks I've mentioned and everyone else here tonight have been working together to create something magical. The small town vibes of Perth have rubbed off on our campus, making it a truly special place. The feeling of getting to school and hopping off my bike without needing to lock it is incredibly liberating. To me, it's symbolic of the community we have at this school. There's a level of trust and respect that isn't always common in a college setting. I'm glad this program brought me to Perth because I really like it here. Right from the start, I felt welcomed by the town. The Table, a community food center here, has been a great place to break out of the college bubble and meet locals. I'm extremely grateful for the community dinners and the good food bank there. We're having a fundraiser music festival for The Table, July 7th to 9th, Plank Fest, and you're all invited. Since they gave me the mic, I'm going to use it for a feminist shout-out. I'd like to thank all of the women who fought the status quo and branched out of traditional roles to try out a career in the trades. Their struggles made this path infinitely easier for us ladies in carpentry. I am forever grateful to them for allowing me to realize my dream of becoming a badass carpenter. Congratulations to all the graduates. You should be extremely proud of yourselves. You came from many different places and worked very hard to get here. You took the time to come to school and to invest in yourselves. I wish you all the best wherever you go next. As I reflect on all that's changed for us during our education here at Algonquin, I turn to a man who was also born in 1986 and is from my hometown, so I guess you could say he's my peer. International superstar Aubrey Drake Graham once said, "Started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now my whole team here." Thank you.
Thank you, Julie. Really well said. Well done. We now move to the part of the ceremony where we recognize our graduates with the presentation of certificates and diplomas. I would like to once again call upon Chris Hahn, Dean of the Perth campus, to introduce the graduates of the Perth campus. Chris?
Thank you, Claude. I am pleased to be here on behalf of the staff and faculty of the Perth campus, who are very proud of all our graduates and feel privileged to have been part of their successful learning journeys. So at this time, on behalf of Algonquin College, I would like to acknowledge the commitment and successes of the graduates and would ask the graduates to please rise. It's a little hot in here, it gives you a chance. Madam President, each of these graduates has dedicated themselves to successfully completing the requirements of their program. These individuals are ready to make their mark in their chosen career, and it is with great pleasure and honor that I recommend them for graduation. Thank you, graduates. Please be seated.
Thank you, Dean Hahn. I will now ask President Jensen to step forward to receive the graduates. So, ladies and gentlemen, may I ask that you please hold your applause until all the credentials have been presented so that we can hear the name of each graduate as they come forward. However, a well-placed hoot or howl has never hurt anyone. I would now ask Sandra Marchand, coordinator of the Business Management and Entrepreneurship Program, to come forward and begin the presentation of the graduates. Sandra.
Do we have them? The VM thing. What's that? I can't see them. Are you the politician? Going out the door? Just say we're going to start construction.
Very good. Hi, Sandra. That's pretty good. You're good. That's all right. special group, and I want to thank them sincerely. Samuel Adams. Sam is a co-recipient this year of the Outstanding Achievement in Timber Frame Award as well. Matthew Barker. Eric Beedham. Eric is this year's co-recipient of the Outstanding Achievement in Joinery Skills Award, sponsored by Lee Valley Tools, and is also this year's co-recipient of the Outstanding Achievement in Timber Frame Award. Andrew Brown. Andrew is this year's co-recipient of the Perth Home Hardware Building Center Award for dedication to the carpentry trade. I would ask Richard Ellard to come forward to present this award to Andrew. Donald Donaldson. Luke Easterbrook. Nathan Ferguson. Christian Glass. Juliana Hildebrand. Jonathan Lamarbre. John is this year's co-recipient of the Perth Home Hardware Building Center Award for dedication to the carpentry trade. And Richard Ellard will present said award. Quinton Madsen. Brendan McDonald. Samuel Morley. Corey Poole. Heidi Sloan. Sorry, I forgot to mention that Corey was this year's recipient of the Commonwealth Resource Management Award for dedication to the field of preservation and carpentry. That's nice work, Corey. Nicholas St. George. Delia Search. Stotch Search. Stotch is this year's co-recipient of the Outstanding Achievement in Joinery Skills Award, sponsored by Lee Valley Tools. Mario Tulipano. Jonah Willis. Amelia Webster. Michael Wionzik. Ladies and gentlemen, the graduates of the Heritage Carpentry Program. Andy Coburn will now announce the graduates of the Advanced Housing Program.
William Christian. Ryan Dozy. Ryan is the recipient of the Perth Home Hardware Most Improved Student Award, and I'd like to ask Richard Ellard to please come forward to present Ryan with the award. Thomas Glover. Patrick Grant Holt. Grant is this year's recipient of the Project Leadership Award. Yeah, you're welcome, Grant. Ahad Siddiqui. David Sullivan. Good job, David. Brandon Wamas. Nicholas Yip. Ladies and gentlemen, the graduates of the Advanced Housing Program. I would now ask Jancis Pinnock, coordinator of the Early Childhood Education Program, to come forward and introduce the graduating class.
Brittany Agnew. Jennifer Bradley. Jennifer Bradley is this year's recipient of the Award of Excellence in Field Placement. I would ask Christine Martel, Vice Principal, Kindergarten Teacher at Appleseed Preschool, to come forward to present this award to Jennifer. Kendra Durham. Caitlin Hall. Caitlin Hewitt. Leanne Johnston. Stacy McNaughton. Chelsea Makovichuk. Eve Ogle, Krista Patnod. Krista is this year's recipient of EC Award of Excellence. Jessica Powell. Julie Scullin. Carolyn Sutherland. Samantha Timmons. Kaylee White. And Jessie Mae McNeely. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, the graduates of the ECE program 2017. I would now ask Daly Drevinock, professor in the Heritage Masonry program, to come forward to introduce their graduating class.
Stephen Barter. Stephen is this year's recipient of the Dry Stone Walling Across Canada Dedication to Traditional Stonemasonry Techniques Award. Victoria Conway. Victoria is this year's recipient of the Preston Hardware Award for Outstanding Achievement. Corey Dunlay. Benoit Lefebvre. Benoit is this year's recipient of the Darusha Supply Outstanding Stone Carving Skills Award. Christopher O'Connor. Sean Sullivan. Ladies and gentlemen, the graduates of the Heritage Masonry program. I would now ask Monique Cochran, coordinator of the Office Administration Programs, to come forward to introduce their graduating classes.
Good evening. Could I ask Trish Allen to come forward? Melanie Buchanan. Caitlin Burke. Michelle Burke. Tegan Lortie. Haley Mahan. Tirza Nichols. And Carly Portis. Please join me in congratulating the graduates of the Office Administration Executive Program. Next is a graduate from the Office Administration General Program. Could I ask Ashley McGonigal to step forward? Congratulations, Ashley. Could I ask the graduates from the Business Management and Entrepreneurship Program to come forward? Janelle Doby. Megan Jones. Please join me in congratulating the graduates of the Business Management and Entrepreneurship Program. I would now like to call Stephanie Lee, the coordinator of the Personal Support Worker Program, to come forward and introduce her graduating class.
Thank you, Monique. Joanne Cameron. Joanne is this year's recipient of the United Way Improving Lives and Building Community Award, and I would ask Helen McIntosh, Chair of Lanark County United Way Advisory Council, to come forward to present this award to Joanne. Chris Del Mundo. Natalie Del Mundo. Megan Norwood. Melissa O'Neill. Selena Boisvert. And Selena is this year's recipient of the Bayshore Home Healthcare Excellence in Home Care Award. And I would invite Lori Edwards, manager of Bayshore Home Healthcare, to come forward to present this award to Selena. Tammy Paul. Katrina Percy. Casey Peters. Jesse Rogers. Jessica Smith. And Elizabeth Summers. And that's the 2017 class of Personal Support Worker. And I'd like to welcome Jim Oakes, who will be announcing our Police Foundation's graduates.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's my great honor to introduce you to the graduating class for Police Foundation, starting with Travis Barber. Travis is this year's recipient of the Mayor of Perth Community Involvement Award. James Bell. Victoria Charbonneau-Mercier. Victoria is this year's recipient of the Smiths Falls Police Service Board Leadership Award. Liam Hawley. Malcolm Nolan. Oh, yeah, okay, now we did that. Mackenzie O'Connell. Brandon Samard. Cameron Trudell. Sarah Welch. Shelby Wilson. Shelby. Good. I would allow now, ladies and gentlemen, the graduates of the Police Foundation Program 2017. Ask Tim Burns, coordinator of the Social Service Worker Program, to come forward to introduce their graduating class.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is a tremendous privilege to announce the following graduates. Alexandra Andrews Dorazio. Brittany Blimke. Hannah Bourne. Amanda Cooper. Courtney Davis. Sarah Dingwall. Sarah Draper. Sarah Fortin. Sarah Garcia. You're welcome. Savannah Gervais. Bobby Heaton. Bobby is this year's recipient of the United Way Improving Lives and Building Community Award. I would ask Helen McIntosh, the chair of the Lanark County United Way Advisory Council, to come forward. Melissa Hickey. Kelsey Jackson. Kelly Lavoie. Lisa Lucasen. Lori Quenville. Michaela Reed. Megan Swift. Heather Trafford. John Wood. Ladies and gentlemen, the graduates of the Social Service Worker Program.
May I please ask the graduates of the Perth campus to rise. Ladies and gentlemen, I present you the Algonquin College campus, Perth campus class of 2017. Please be seated. Congratulations Graduates, let's show our appreciation to the professors who announced the name of the graduates. So, President Jensen, I'll ask that you please remain standing as we invite you to join our donors and presenters in awarding our college and campus-wide awards for the evening. Convocation is also an occasion to present special awards to students who have excelled in their academic careers. Now, our program awards were just presented moments ago to our graduates, but now we would like to present the remaining awards. We begin with the Robert C. Gillett Leadership Award. This award is presented to a graduating student in a post-secondary or graduate certificate program who demonstrates exemplary volunteer leadership, which contributes to the overall Algonquin College student experience. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming this year's recipient, Amelia Webster, graduate of the Carpentry Joinery Heritage Program. Congratulations, Amy. Our next award, the Algonquin College Perth Campus Annual Award for Excellence, is traditionally presented to one graduate. But this year, we chose to recognize two graduates of the Perth campus who have maintained a high level of academic achievement and have made an outstanding contribution to supporting school activities and influencing the quality of life at the campus. I would invite Chris Hahn, Dean of the Perth campus, to come forward and join President Jensen in presenting this year's Perth Campus Annual Award of Excellence to Eric Beadham and Don Donaldson, graduates of the Carpentry and Joinery Heritage Program. Congratulations, Don and Eric. And now we present the Perth Campus Indomitable Spirit Award. This award is presented to a graduate of a post-secondary program who has made a significant contribution to the campus or to program activities while overcoming significant challenges. I would like to invite Linda Cook, past dean and wonderful former colleague of mine, and of the Perth campus, to come forward present the Perth Campus Indomitable Spirit Award to this year's recipient, Krista Patnode, honors graduate of our Early Childhood Education Program. Congratulations, Krista. Next is the Perth Campus Leadership Award. This award is presented each year to a graduate of a post-secondary program who has demonstrated leadership with both student and campus initiative, has contributed to the local community, and who has a grade point average of at least 3.0. This award is sponsored by Joan McCartney, former Dean of the Perth campus, who sends her sincere congratulations but unfortunately could not attend this evening. I would ask Dean Chris Hahn to once again join President Jensen as we present the Perth Campus Leadership Award to your 2017 valedictorian, Julie Hildebrand. Congratulations, Julie. And finally, before we close this evening, we have one more final award as we recognize one of our faculty members. Every year, the National Institute for Staff and Organizational Development, known as NISOD, the member institutions have the opportunity to submit candidates for the NISOD Excellence Award in recognition of organizational and leadership excellence. I would now like to ask Sandra Marchand, coordinator of the Business Management and Entrepreneurship Program and a dedicated member of our teaching team, to come forward to receive her medal from President Jensen. Congratulations, Sandra. Well, we've now come to the end of this evening's ceremony. There are many within the college who work hard to plan and coordinate this ceremony, and although there are too numerous to mention, I would like to take a moment and thank them for their effort. Please join me. It has been a pleasure to celebrate with you tonight, and it's also my pleasure to welcome you, our graduates, as our newest member of the Algonquin Alumni Association. Be sure to send us your success story and stay connected through the Algonquin Alumni website. As we come to the end of our program, we invite all of our graduates and their family and friends to gather in the atrium and continue celebrating. There you will find several areas where you can take pictures. We do need to ask you to leave your academic gowns with our team, though, before you leave the school. Videos of tonight's ceremony will be available online for you to share with your family and friends who may not have been able to make it this evening. You'll find a link on the Perth campus website shortly. Many thanks to you, our graduates, and your family and friends for joining us this evening. Congratulations once again, and best wishes. So, ladies and gentlemen, may I please ask that you stand and remain standing until the end of the recession of the stage party, the faculty, and the graduates. Thank you, and have a great evening.